Hey guys, Dan2 back for Let's Play Golden Sun Dark Dawn. Last time, we beat up the ancient devil here in the, Otaka Island cave place thing. And today, we're heading up to the ghost ship to finally put it to rest. Today, I actually have a new controller, so, we're gonna test that out. We're gonna see what it does. It's actually it's this weird hybrid PS3, PS2 controller, because I needed a new PS2 controller as well. But it's got like this weird split end on it. And the controller itself is built like a 360 controller. Where it's got the D-pad and, like, normally you've got the two analog sticks right next to each other, but it's got the analog sticks in the formation that the 360 controller normally would have. So it feels really weird, but also really good, because you've got like the best of both controllers. And of course it's USB, so it works with the computer as well. It's actually a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be, which is nice because it fits in the hand better. I had to remap all my buttons because for some reason they put accept on X and deny on, like, A was on X, B was on square, and X was on, or X was where it was supposed to be, which would be triangle, and Y was on circle. So I don't know, and I don't even know where they had the L and R buttons mapped to, but I remapped those too just to be safe. But yeah, it feels really good in the hand. It definitely feels more like a PS3 controller than a PS2 one, but if it works with a PS2, you know, fine. Although I've had problems with second-party controllers working with certain games on the PS2. A lot of games won't take certain second-party controllers. I'm hoping I don't have that same issue with this controller. I'll find out. I'll throw in Odin Sphere and see if it runs that. Which is hilarious because I actually got this controller so I could play Dragon's Crown, because I haven't played it yet. It doesn't feel like a proper Golden Sun LP unless I talk about Vanillaware. So, I guess since I had the time, not recently, but like this year and last year, I went through Muramasa, and that was really fun. And apparently they're doing a remake of Odin Sphere. Anyway, if you can't tell, we're back on the ghost ship, this time to actually solve the puzzles in this area. Anyway, that's gonna come back. I think what I need to do is maybe shift it back this way. I have to move that pillar somehow, although I don't know if I can move it yet. No, I can't move it yet. That's my way back up in case I fall, I think. But yeah, apparently they're making a remake of Odin Sphere, and they're going to move some of the combat is going to be more in line with Muramasa. The only hope that I have to come out of this is, and if you've played Odin Sphere, you know what I mean when I say this, they need to alleviate some of the downtime in the game. Oh god! That wardrobe was pissed. But yeah, that's my one thing, is they need to alleviate some of the downtime. Not all of it, but just some of it. They need to either speed it up or find some way to do it, or, you know, not make the easy difficulty easy, make it normal. Because the problem with Odin Sphere is the difficulties were just how much experience you gained. There was no real utter difference. And I got used to my L and R actually being bumpers instead of triggers. But yeah, that was the only real difference for the difficulty levels. And because of that, you always played on easy, because otherwise it was just a monumental grind fest. And downtime really does have a lot to do with just gaining EXP because of how the EXP system works in that game. But yeah, as long as they alleviate some of the downtime and maybe fix the EXP system, they honestly could have left the combat system alone, and it would have been fine. But yeah, that was the good news that I found out, that they're remaking Odin Sphere. So, I'm happy. Because Odin Sphere is one of my favorite games. And if you haven't played it, I would advise going and trying to find it, or, you know, waiting for the remake to come out, because it's a really Okay. That should do a thing. Emphasis on the should. But yeah, as far as between Muramasa and Odin Sphere, I really do think, like, I like them both equally, I feel, but not for the same reasons. It really does come down to, and the only reason I'm talking right now is because, as you can see, there's a lot of waiting here. But yeah, I feel like it really comes down to Muramasa was more... It was a lot better in the combat and gameplay departments, but Odin Sphere had a way better story, in my opinion. And it really comes down to the fact that in Muramasa, the majority of your characters don't really care what's going on in the world. It's only really when you get to the remake with Rebirth and the DLC in that remake that you actually get characters who really care what's going on in the world at large, and it explains a good chunk of the story that you kind of only get hints at if you don't have that DLC or don't know about it. Okay, the hell do I do with you? Can I move you down? I bet you I can. I bet you I'm dumb. And I will meet you back over there, because you don't need to sit and watch me ride the invisible plates for 5 more minutes. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, I don't know if I said I'm back yet, but I'm back. I was trying to use the wrong abilities. Ha, sucker. Like, hey, I can just grip this. No, Dan, L means L and R means R. Pay attention. Anyway, now that we've done that, I think we just ride on over here. So, yeehaw. I'm not sure how that pillar gets synchronized because it's stuck, so I guess it just waits until it has it's in sync and then starts moving. Anyway, we get Mist Potion. So okay, yeah, hold on to that. You have some. Not like she's gonna use them, but you know, is whatever. There we go. Control stick was not lining me up properly, although I think that might be just the game itself, not my controller. I'm on the lookout for bugs with my controller. The big thing that I've noticed is, I don't know if it's a controller or the emulator, but D-pad does not sync up with, control stick. Of course, it's got the good old, not so great. I wonder if this thing works with pressure sensitivity. Because I always hated that about the PS2 controller. I know a lot of people really like the pressure-sensitive buttons on the PS2 controller. I can't stand them. I think they're garbage. It was a really bad idea, and I hope they got rid of it for the PS3. I don't know if they did. I never really looked into that. There's only a few games that I know of that used them, and they were finicky at best. Like, the biggest ones were the Metal Gear games, and I honestly hated that control system on it. Like, the system they switched to with MGS4 was so much better. It was like the one thing that MGS4 did better, but it was so much better that I didn't care. Anyway, we got the Cliffio's Distaff here. Who has that? You have that. This is Reef's ultimate rod, or at least what I'm considering his ultimate staff. So to take some Mithril Silver, I guess. It has the unleashes. If I can find it. Berserk Rush, Life Leech, and Psi Energy Leech. It's an okay weapon. Berserk Rush actually has a pretty good multiplier on it, so it can allow Reef to do some damage at least. And my phone is ringing. Back now. But yeah, it has Berserk Rush, which allows him to do a good amount of damage. Life Leech, which... And, sorry, Life Leech and Psi Energy Leech, which both allows him to drain HP and what is it? PP. I just tried to do the MP SP thing again in my head, and yeah, it's PP in this game. But it allows him to drain that stuff, so it actually allows him to stay in combat a little bit longer if he needs to. So it's a pretty good rod, and it's nice to see this rod finally being able to use, considering his mother never could use it properly, at least. It still has the use effect where you can heal somebody for 1000 HP. Wow! Wow! Just, I don't even know. I don't even. Luckily, it looks like he still gets the attack boost. Let's make sure of that by going over to the crystal rod. Yes, it does. He still gets the attack boost. I believe he could still fight with it. He just can't use it as an item, and that's definitely something new, because in the in Lost Age, when you used an item outside of combat, it didn't have a chance to break. It could only break in combat. So that's actually something I didn't know. I didn't realize that you could break items out of combat in this game. It's definitely different. But yeah, it is really nice to see the Cliffio's distaff get some use, considering his mother never could use it. And considering the fact that the other two Fate staves in this game are completely unused. Like, you'll never use them because there are better options out there, and in the case of Atropos Rod, no one's there to use it. So it's nice to have one that is useful. I pushed the thing back. No, I didn't. I did not push the box. Anyway, when we go up these stairs, I think we're going to be at our boss, so give me a second. I want to reset my recorder. Okay, back now. Let's see what we got under the hood. Oh, nope, not quite yet. But there is something in here, if I remember correctly? Nothing in these drawers. Okay. I might have been thinking about the Atros rod downstairs. Or the hard nut right here, potentially. I thought there was a clothing item in there. Skeleton has been dead for a very long time. No, you don't have Mind Read. You have Mind Read in this game. I actually need to go to Psynergy if I want to use Mind Read. God, Dan. The Shroud, I wonder. So yeah, that's a little bit of a hint that Crossbone's still in this game if you come here earlier. Which you can, as I demonstrated, you can come here whenever. Although, I guess, because here's the thing, the wiki said you need Himi to come here. You don't need Himi to come here, you need her to beat this area. Because as you saw back there, there was the area with Search Psynergy in it. You need her for that, but you don't actually need her to get to this area. Which, I think somebody needs to maybe reword that on the wiki a little bit, but I don't know. I'm not actually a member on the wiki. I don't do editing on it. I just use it. But yeah, so if somebody who is a member could reword that a little bit, maybe. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal, honestly. You really shouldn't be here that early anyway, because you will die. Because, although I haven't run into any enemies, the boss here is actually, it's moderately difficult. Speaking of boss, I actually want to get set up for it. This is the second boss that I was talking about, where I'm going to use the bro crew plus a healer. Alright, we're going to make a save here, just in case. I think that's my save before I started fighting any of the super bosses, so I'm going to keep that save around. Because super bosses are super fun. Pretty simple. There's a chest up there I never got. Hello. It's good to see you again. I'm the Guardian of Water. If you want my power, you must prove your worth. Guardian Ball appeared, Ghoul Ball appeared, Star Magician, Death Ball, and Refresh Ball. He's back, ladies and gentlemen! Considered to be one of the hardest bosses from Lost Age. Not in my opinion. There are definitely harder bosses in Lost Age. But he is still a damn nice boss, and it's good to see him back. It is Star Magician. First thing I'm going to do is get my buffs up. I do not believe he can break me, but I don't want to take the risk. As you can see, he has different balls he has active. I'm just going to take him in order. Refresh Ball can heal him for 1000 HP, basically doing a pure ply on him. It's not... It's probably the ball you want to take out immediately, because he'll immediately start to kind of de-accelerate your progress, for lack of a better term. Next up is Guardian Ball. Guardian Ball will create a protective aura around him, obviously, as he just did there. It will negate, I believe, 90% of damage. It's kind of nasty. He's probably the second one you want to take care of in terms of priority. There are two other balls he has here that return from Lost Age. Yep, there's that Pure Ply. He has two other balls that reappear from Lost Age. They are the Anger Ball and the, I believe it's the Thunder Ball. Thunder Ball does Jupiter Synergy against you, fairly medium level, but still decent threat. And Anger Ball is basically an attacking one that can self-destruct on you. Do a pretty good amount of damage in the process. Now he has two new balls with him this time around as well. Those being the Ghoul Ball and the Death Ball. Death Ball is pretty self-explanatory. However, I feel like I should explain it because that's why I'm here. Ghoul Ball will, or not Ghoul Ball, Death Ball will attempt to instant kill you with either the Death Curse ability or just straight up with the instant death synergy itself. Luckily, neither one of these are all that accurate, so he's actually a really non-threat unless he can get insanely lucky, and then you're in a little bit of trouble. Didn't take down that refresh ball, unfortunately, which is going to bother me. I'm going to get Forge back up and then throw him out again. I haven't actually attacked the Star Magician yet because I don't have his shield down yet. Alright, that should be enough to take him out. One Unleash will typically take out the refresh balls. It only has about 500 health. Or under that, at least. Chop, chop! Yeah, Guardian Ball has a little bit. There's the Thunder Ball. And Ghoul Ball is probably one of the most interesting ones of all. He will straight up just take a Djinn from you, put it in permanently into recovery mode, and you lose that Djinn until you kill the Ghoul Ball. It's not actually that big of a threat if he hits a couple Mono Elemental guys with it. Ooh, I forgot. Death Ball can actually inflict that on you. That's kind of nasty. Okay, duly noted. But yeah, I still have access to my buffing moves with Tyrell, so I'm okay in terms of just leaving that Ghoul Ball alone for right now. I'm going to work on trying to take out the Guardian so I can start focusing my attacks on the main target here. The reason I'm putting up resistances is obviously, if you can't tell by the mage-like appearance of this guy, he does a lot of magic. He has, I believe, Spark Plasma and Mega Cool as his two primary psi energies. He also has an ability called Mind Ball, which is, I don't know if it counts as a physical attack or a magical attack. And he can also just standard attack you. He doesn't have a lot of tricks. He's fairly predictable, but the tricks he does have are fairly powerful as well. Anyway, two Thunderballs, that's actually good. I want to fill his side with Thunderballs if at all possible, and he's targeting Tyrell. I'm going to have to take him out. Because with that, he's probably put Tyrell into Ninja by this point. Alright, let's see if I can't find a Djinn that will recover Freshen Ally and Restore HP. I'm looking for one that will recover status ailments to all allies, because hopefully that will be my Salt. Yep, Clover. There we go. I remember it was Clover. Clover was what I was looking for, because that way I can take out both of their status defects at once, or status ailments. And we could use a Heal Wreath. And we're also going to try and go ahead and take out that Ghoul Ball, because that's going to be a okay, Olympus Rage is definitely going to take that out, hopefully. Yep, 900 damage, easy kill. Oh, did not want to take him out. Mystic Call, Refresh Ball, okay, target acquired. And there's the Spark Plasma. A little bit of a different animation this time around. Gotta say, I like the old one better. And there's that instant kill coming to bite me in the ass. God fuck mothering damn it. Pick him up. Haven't even done any damage to the main target yet. That's why I reset my recording, because I knew this episode was going to be long. Star Magician fight is a long fight. Just end of discussion. That's how it is. I guess I need to take out that Death Ball next. Alright, take you out. Easy. Yeah, 2 Death Balls. I don't like that. Tries to instant kill and fails. Good boy. Wait, I don't have third level... Oh, no, wait. First level Inferno is technically Fireball, so it's out of order. It's really weird. And I looked it up. Apparently, Grand Gaia is like 50... something 50. It's actually the highest... It was a really bad thing for me to point out because it's actually the highest level Psi Energy that you get in the game. It's really weird. Gonna do that, get his power up a little bit. Have you go for Searing me... No, wait, is it Searing? Searing is the right one? Yes, it is. For some reason, I thought it was Cycle Laser. Have you go for Spark Plasma. I'm just gonna try and clear the field now because I don't trust those Death Balls anymore. Armpit Lasers. Ooh, I haven't seen that ability. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna go for a call, get refresh in here. Oh, damn it. Well, that's part of my issue. Gonna reestablish buffs. Because I noticed I actually lost my buffs in one of my previous episodes. When I thought I didn't. Guys, I think now's our chance for an all-out attack. Alright, good. Yeah. Alright, good. We took out both the balls. He's gonna go for an Guardian. I almost hate the Guardians more, because if I get my attack damage up enough, I can out-DPS the refresh balls. And the Guardians just kill a turn. Like, if I can get a good shot off on the refresh ball, then I don't have to worry about it, and I can have the rest of my guys attack the Star Magician. But the problem is, if that because shielding attacks have priority, he's always going to go first, he's always going to get that shield off, and he's always going to nuke my damage for that turn. The balls are all correlate to a element. It's typically the elements of their color, and they have weaknesses corresponding to it, if I remember correctly. So, like, for example, Thunderball is weak to Venus, Guardian Ball is weak to Jupiter, Anger Ball is weak to Mercury, and Refresh Ball is weak to Mars, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong about that. Go for Spear again. You two just attacking you. Buff up our resist again. Alright, they're up by 0. Well, it's reset at the very least. Ghoul Ball. It's not too big of a... 2 Ghoul Balls. That could be a big deal. Spear you. And heal. I'm actually worried about her health a little bit. I don't like that setup. I don't like it at all. There we go. Get some damage in there. If I didn't bring it up before, Star Magician himself is weak to Mars just like before. Which is why I'm using the same party. And I brought in Reef to help deal with the Mercury damage and Mercury and Jupiter damage. Alright, I'm going to start taking out these guys. Ow! Refresh Ball, never mind. Target acquired. I'm not sure what the Ghoul Ball and the Death Ball are weak to, because obviously they're representative of light and darkness, because that's a thing now. Oh, nice. Well, I think I figured out what he's weak to. Oh, double kill. But yeah, this is a little bit more of a gen-heavy fight, because you do have to do consistent damage in this fight. I think we can go one more turn without having the buff, so we're just gonna go for an all-out attack. Not an actual... Actually, we could go for an actual all-out attack if I felt like it. What am I looking for? I'm looking for Quick Strike. Yeah, we're gonna go for an actual all-out attack, because fuck it! I can call him whenever I want now! I don't need weaknesses. You make of your own summon, try and get yourself back into White Mage. Alright, this is actually good. And that's acceptable. Alright, get my... Reestablish that just to be safe. Let's go for the attack again. You damn it, I don't have resist back yet. I'm worried about it. I don't have healing ability either. Who's the most hurt? Heal yourself, keep yourself alive. Worst case scenario, we can pick people up. Yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't have as low resistances as the Ogre Titans did. So he's not going to be taking anywhere near as much damage as them. The fight's a lot longer, just in general. No. You might as well do the Magic Shield this turn, so he can heal. And our two boys can keep going at him. Oh, wow, that was much faster than I thought it was going to be. Another big difference between this fight and the Lost Age fight. As soon as we take out Star Magician, the fight ends. In the last time, you had to kill each ball individually. I honestly like this system a little bit better. It does kind of be like, yeah, you killed the boss, we're just going to give it to you. Because the other guys on the field, it's literally like 1 to 2 turns. But it does save you some time and annoyance factor. Level up train, choo-choo. Amity, Hemi! Anyway, I think this is one of the few times we get a summon without ever seeing a summon tablet. I don't want to say it's the only time, because, yeah, Crystallux came to us without a tablet as well. But this is the only time we don't ever see the summon or a summon tablet, like, anything to represent it. Like, even when we got Eclipse back in Lost Age, like, the tablet came out of the Dragon Head, which was kind of weird, but, you know. Anyway, Azul is not really all that great, in my opinion. It's basically the Mercury version of Dalius, and it doesn't have the 2-stage attack, though. It just does straight damage on its first turn. Because of that, it kind of lacks a usability factor, in my opinion. It just isn't all that great. ahead and push that there. And we're going to pick up this chest and we'll be done here. Let's forget what's in here. Just money. Okay, whatever. I'm going to go need to use an in anyway. Anyway, next time, well, actually, in between this time and, well, next time, I'm either... Okay, so, confession time. I'm not sure if I can... The boss at the bottom of Crossbone Isle. What level are we? We are at 53, pretty much across the board, except for Karis, who is at 52. Okay, so, confession time. I'm not entirely positive if I'm going to be able to beat the boss at the bottom of Crossbone Isle the way I am currently. I'm going to do an episode you might never see. I'm going to try and fight him at this level, probably die, and then go back up to the Apollo Sanctum and grind up. If that happens, I'll tell you in the next episode. Otherwise, you know, the next episode, I'm going to somehow kill the final secret boss, who's really, really, really powerful at level 53, which I sincerely doubt is possible. Anyway, see you guys then, I guess, because Star Magician's dead, and we only got one more secret boss to go, so see you guys then.